Hello there, Saints fans. We are very pleased at this time to introduce to you the 7th head coach of the Siena College Volleyball program, Vilis Ozols. And Coach, welcome to Loudonville.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. For those who don't know, you spent the last 5 years at Niagara University out in Western New York. Obviously, as MAC rivals, you're probably pretty familiar than most with the Siena program, having coached against Siena for a number of years and a number of matches. That all being said, when the opportunity and the position came open here at Siena, what most attracted you to want to become the next head coach of the Siena College Volleyball program?
Well, I think part of it was the familiarity, is knowing the quality of school at Siena is, the athletes that are here, the students and the academics. And so all of that had a huge appeal. I think the culture of winning, having won 5 MAC championships over the last little while, is a huge indicator of what the program is capable of. And I think having played, or having our teams play against Siena, the current kids have a lot of heart, and I'm really excited to work with this group.
When you first took over on Monteagle Ridge, they had experienced some success before you came. I know the previous coach left, but you had to kind of start over, if you will, and it took a little bit of time, but you were able to build Niagara back up into a contender in the MAC again. How are you able to achieve and sustain that success, and how are you looking to try and transfer over what you did with the Purple Eagles now here with the Saints?
Yeah, Niagara was an interesting situation because I was the 3rd coach in 3 years, and so I think some of the foundations of building a successful program are universal. You obviously want to bring in really good kids, really good players, good students, good athletes, good people of character, and I think we've already got that here, so that's a really good start. I think attending to the details and building a culture, and those will be really key points for moving forward. And then just having fun. I really believe one of my foundational philosophies is that you can be really good at what you do and enjoy what you're doing, and that'll show in the way we play and approach the game.
Not to speak for you, but I'm sure one of the big selling and sticking points was a lot of the renovations that have gone here. Obviously a beautiful new arc that's been renovated over the last couple of years, the home of Siena Volleyball, in addition to strength and conditioning, sports medicine, and some of the other upgrades. But when fans come into the arc in September this fall, what type of team, what type of game plan style can they expect to see from a Vilis Ozols coach Siena Volleyball team?
Well, there's certain things that I hope are going to be there. It's always a little early to predict what our teams are going to be like, because I also believe that any coach has to adapt to the personnel that they've got. But traditionally, you're going to see players having fun, a high level of intensity. We typically will be tough serving, will be tough defensively. If there's one thing that I hope will represent Siena Volleyball, it's that any team that comes into the MAC will have to beat us. We're not going to lose matches, and that's a pretty good place to be as a team.
We're joined by the new head coach of the Siena College Volleyball program, Vilis Ozols. And Coach, when you look at recruiting, obviously that's the lifeblood of any program. What type of young women, student athletes, are you looking to bring here to Loudonville and Siena College, both from what you hope they will achieve on the court as well as off of it?
I think part of that is, obviously you want kids with a proven track record of success, both academically as well as athletically. I really believe that you want to bring in an athlete that will have a role and that will be set up to succeed. And so obviously it's a certain level of athlete, it's a certain level of student, but then it's also, I think, chemistry is really sometimes an underrated piece. And so we definitely look at how will they fit into the system, how will they integrate with the current team, what's their work ethic, what's their learning, their ability to learn, which I think is just a critical piece. And those are all some of the major things we look for.
Coach, when you look at this upcoming season, both in the fall and also long term, what are some of the goals you have set for the 2018 Siena Volleyball team, and what are some of the more long-term goals you have set for the success of this program?
Long-term goals is an easier question, because I think that as we grow and evolve in this program, our goal is to be a perennial contender for a championship and to win them along the way. Short term, I'm kind of excited. We've got a young team. We've got a lot of talent on the team. We're bringing in a couple of players next year, but so our roster is essentially set. And so I think one of the great fun parts about coaching is developing players. And so it's going to be really fun to be a part of the development of this group. There's a lot of talent, and having played against them, I know some of the character and talent of the players here, and just growth and development will be the big theme.
And to follow up on that, and as we discussed earlier, you're obviously very familiar with this program, having coached many games against Siena and scouted them obviously as well. When you look at the 2018 Saints, as far as who's coming back, just talk a little bit about this upcoming season, some of the key players, and who's you're going to look to here to lead the team, and what your thoughts are on the returnees for this fall.
Yeah, I like a lot of what I see on the team already. I think defensively there's some really nice defense. I think JoJo as the libero does a great job. I think Dakota on the outside is a force to be reckoned with, as young as she is as a freshman. And I think some of the other players are going to really grow and evolve as we go into the season. So, but those are two of the big ones that we're looking at, I think, right off the bat.
Gotcha. Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. I know we're really excited to have you here and looking forward to what the future of Siena Volleyball has to hold under your leadership and guidance.
Thank you.
Once again, that was the new Siena Volleyball head coach, Vilis Ozols, joining us here as he gets set to take over the Saints.